Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to the BDO Beat. I'm happy to say being joined by no other than the 2015 World Champion and a newly crowned Welsh Open Champion, Scotty Dog, Scott Mitchell. How you doing, Scott?
Very well, sir. Thank you very much.
I tell you what, you've had a busy weekend at the World Darts Trophy. Some lovely darts thrown there. You didn't obviously get through to the, to make the final, but was you happy with your performance?
Over the moon with the way I scored. Absolutely appalled about how I doubled up. But, that's the game sometimes. There's a few of us, you do that all the time, but unfortunately it hurts when you do it on telly, when everybody else gets to see it.
Yeah, you would, because you did look fantastic. The 180s were going in, and I will say it looked a really good tournament. I know it was changed at the last minute, of course, from Manchester, to the Lakeside, but it looked great. And do you think they'll keep it there?
Well, we're hoping so. I mean, I think the Lakeside has a place for two times a year. I mean, it felt very strange walking from the hotel across to the venue in T-shirts, where usually we got 3 jackets, a coat, and a bubble hat on in January. So, it was definitely a different feeling, even though it was the same place, but a good one all the same.
Yeah, and of course a little bit of commentary as well. And I know obviously being in the commentary box is nice, but you'd sooner be out there playing. But you say really good coverage on on Dave, and you say Mr. Mason. I heard his tones there once or twice, doing a good job. Really impressed with that at the weekend. Really good.
Yeah, I think the production was absolutely brilliant. It was all new to the production company, and I think they sort of just went at it with new ideas and a new outlook to how they wanted it to look, and using a few familiar faces and for the dart people, and I think it worked. I watched some of it back in the hotel, and I was impressed. And obviously with the social media sort of posts and things, it seems very positive today.
Yeah, Daryl Fitton, of course, he hit the winning double. Would you? He's a friend of yours, but Daryl, is he one of those players who perhaps with his ability should have won more? I know it's perhaps not nice in being put in that position to say that, but he reminds me of one of the players who has all the ability in the world, but is never quite won enough, as much as he should have done.
I know what you're saying. I think Daryl would say that himself. I don't think that we can hide away from that. He's been around a long time, and you are in purple patches in your career, and you go in and out and in and out. And I would say that he's always had that ability there, and we all know. I mean, it showed with me the other night. I had the scoring power, and I feel that that's one that's got away because I was playing so well, and I'm sure that he feels that he's had that a few times in his career as well. So, but I thought he played amazing and was thoroughly deserving of the win. He was just so good in that final. Machin didn't go away. Jamie Hughes didn't go away. He had to dig in on all his experience, and he came through it. And I think he is a fan's favourite at the BDO and all across darts, I think. And I don't think there'll be anybody that's upset that he won it.
No, and say a qualifier, Peter Machin in the final, qualifier from Australia. I tell you what, that says everything about darts, doesn't it? It's just these sort of stories. It's nice, isn't it? That the players who maybe one or two of the fans are not that familiar with think, hey, it's open to anyone. Pick up your darts, enter these tournaments, and there's a chance, isn't there?
Well, we saw the same with Craig Caldwell, didn't we, at Lakeside? When I played him, he's banging in a 93 average, and I'm just hanging on for grim death to get near him. So, they're down there. They're down there in the Southern Hemisphere. These players are around, and, we just don't get to see them. But lucky with the way that the new BDO system works with these regional tables, we're getting to get these people over. Your Jeff Smiths, your Jim Whitmires, and Larry Butler back at the World Masters. It's just great for the sport and great for the BDO, really. Yeah.
You mentioned average. What about Lisa Ashton, obviously collecting the ladies, beating Dita in the final, but in the quarterfinal, a 98.84 average? This is just ridiculous, isn't it?
Well, I'm pleased she was playing Corinne Hammond and not me. That was what I was thinking at the time, while those 60s were absolutely flying in. I just absolutely amazing. Obviously, a record average at Lakeside, and it just goes to show that the ladies' darts is really good at the moment. Although she didn't sort of reach those heights again, the fact is that she's reaching them. That's the point. She's reaching them, and it was fantastic to watch. I think all the fans loved it. and that's what it's all about. And we got to embrace these moments, because that was fantastic. Because I so the way she was throwing, I did actually say to somebody, do you know what? She could take this 9-darter. Yeah.
That's right. Wouldn't that be something? And your world ranking is, I mean, you're around the top 3 or 4 now, obviously, because you won a couple of weeks ago in the Welsh Open. It's like another player like Dean Reynolds. He's shooting up as well, and he had a great tournament. There's lots of talent coming through, isn't there?
Dean is a fabulous dart player. I beat him last September, I think, in the England Masters 6-5 or 5-4. It was only by the odd leg. He is a huge talent. That's going to be a big name in the sport. But you talk to him out the back, and he's so very soft-spoken.
He is, isn't he?
And he jumps up there and kicks that hockey, and then he just turns into this sort of tiger figure that is going absolutely mental at everything he does. And he bounces off of his own good play, if you like. I mean, my MVG does it. And I think Dean's doing that as well. And every time he hits a big score, it just spurs him on to hit another one.
Brilliant. And we mentioned the Welsh Open. That was nice a couple of weeks ago, Scott. And hey, there's no better way of doing it than defeating the world's #1 in the final. Good work there.
No, absolutely, yeah. I had a bit of a run there. I had the world champion as well in the semis, so that was good. I was feeling Billy Big Boots that weekend. That's all I can explain it. The new darts are going great that I've got from Windmill. So, I've had them sort of 12 or 15 weeks now, and really starting to feel good with them. And hopefully I can do some more of that as the year goes on.
Yeah, I know after you, unfortunately, when you went out of the World Championship, early part of the year, saying, well, a bit more time on the practice, not as many as exhibitions. But, hey, I think the exhibition you're doing more and more, aren't you? It's so popular. It's such a nice bloke, Scott. That's what it is.
I think just remaining yourself is very easy when, the next morning you're going off cutting a lawn for a £10 or, you're mucking out some cows or something. It tends to keep your feet on the floor. And I'm fully appreciative that, the dart fans pay the money and want to come and see us. And if they don't want to come and see us, there's no us. So I kind of appreciate that and try to let them know that we appreciate them turning out for us.
No, that's great. And what's up next in the calendar for yourself?
I think we've got Breen at the weekend, the British International Open at Pontins at Breen Sands, which has been on the calendar forever and a day, I think. So, we had our annual June homage back to Breen Sands.
Oh, sounds fantastic. Well, I'll tell you what, Scott, hopefully you enjoy yourself and best of luck down there. And thank you so much for joining us on the BDO Beat.
No problem. See you later.
Scott. Speak to you soon, mate. Cheers.